It will be two high-riding teams, two high goal-scoring teams will be taking on each other under the racecourse lights. Then tomorrow we have another doubleheader. Comfortably. Then Serandi Bessi had a tough outing against Javelin, but did end up being victorious. Then on Sunday, Pelicans winning against Solidesi. Then the last game for week number 2, Negombo Youth drawing against Saunders. What a game that was. A free kick did decide who's taking the points, but both the teams settled with 1 point each. And week 2 was no short of drama, and week 3 did get off to a decent start yesterday, and a lot more football to be played this week as well. And here's the two teams coming out of the tunnel following the FIFA flag. Supersan will be taking on the field in all blue this time, not in the famous yellow jerseys. And Solid are taking the field in the orange and grey outfit. Lots to play for, and lot at stake for these two sides. Supersan 1 defeat and 1 victory. Solid SC yet to tick off that winning column in this campaign. Solid SC is coached by Sabanat Sivanesan, and Supersan SC, as everyone knows, Supersan is coached by the famous Mohammad Pakir Ali, former Sri Lanka national team coach, and TF Sudin will be the referee officiating the game alongside with Kushan Indika and Sandeep Samaranayaka with his assistant referees. Taranga Pushpakumar will be helping Sudin, and the being in the sidelines. Has been instrumental for Supersan's success in the previous week. He was controlling that midfield for Supersan, and Bonsu will be eyeing to continue his good form in the midfield position for Supersan. And on the other hand, Solid SC will be eyeing to turn the tables around for them. And this is the lineup for Solid SC. Daniel Arubishan, Halik Ahmed, Robinson Reynolds, Kennedy, John Raj, Henry Chibuze, Sri Muralidharan, Jabesh, Adelakan Adielu, the foreign player for Solid SC. Jnani Rupan, the skipper. Devadas Nelujan between the sticks for Solid. K. Satursan, followed by Menash Prince. He'll be leading the attack for Solid SC, and they'll be playing in a 4-3-3 formation. On the other hand, Supersan Inamul Hassan was brilliant in the previous game between the sticks for Supersan. Shamal Ahmed, Azam Ahmed, Raisha Ahmed, the winger. Michael Obarak Paroro, Ismail Abu Mere, the goal scorer in the previous game for Supersan. Hasita Priyankar, Kamar Jr., Kobena Bonsu, the skipper, Ranga Mendis, and Mohammad Riflad will be making up the 11 for Supersan, and they have opted to go with a 4-4-2 formation, and not the best of throw-ins from the Solid player. You can see Supersan opting to go for a high press, and in the process they have conceded a free kick. Here's the number 7 for Solid with a beautiful through ball, or cross rather, safely grabbed by Inamul Hassan. It was Kennedy John Raj for Solid in that number 7 jersey. He'll have to play a big part for Solid SC in order to break the Supersan defense apart. Shamal Ahmed, the centre half for Supersan. He was brilliant previous week, keeping the Murugas Mula attackers very quiet. And Shamal Ahmed alongside with Azam Muhammad, Ranga Mendis, and Michael Obarak Paroro makes up the defenses for Supersan. Not the cleanest piece of goalkeeping from Inamul Hassan. And it's the first corner in the game. Solid SC will be taking it with both their hands. Here's Kennedy John Raj for Solid. High and hanging, a brilliant ball. Henry Chibueze got decent contact with the ball, but didn't have the legs to take it past Inamul Hassan. But still, Solid SC with yet another corner. Again a decent delivery. Here's Henry. Position given away very cheaply again from Supersan. Solid. Keeping it all around the ground. Good work from the center midfielders of Supersan. Winning the position back. Here's John Raj. With his dancing feet. Here comes John Raj. Crosses it in. And a beautiful chance. Henry Chibueze was on a platter. Beautiful ball from John Raj into Henry Chibueze. That was there to be scored. And amongst all this mayhem, I have Romario alongside me to take you through these 90 minutes. Good afternoon, Romario.
Good afternoon, and what a chance gone big in there by for Solid. I think they'll be really disappointed. Henry should have gone at it first time, but tried to take a touch, and I think that's what spoiled it all up.
And, indeed, brilliant cross from John Raj, but Henry Chibueze, he'll be kicking himself for not scoring it. It was on a platter for him. Didn't get the best part of his footing. And here's Bonsu, the skipper. Raish Ahmed will be playing a key part for Supersan. He was very good with his feet down the wing against Moragas Mulla last week. Made the difference against the two sides, Raish Ahmed alongside with Muhammad Riflan. Long throw in from Robinson. Cleared away for now. And I believe the flag will go up, and yes, it was a clear offside call for the linesman, Abu Mere.
Right in front of us here in the com box, and he was clearly offside, but what a great start to this game, Atif. 6 minutes has virtually flown by us with Solid SC having the clearest of opportunities. Kennedy, well, he had some lovely feet before he put on that cross on a platter. But now for Supersan, it will be vital that they just get a bit of possession and a bit of control in this game.
Definitely, Supersan has not looked very good so far in this game. They set very high standards last week against Moragas Mulla, and Coach Pakir Ali will be expecting his troops to continue their good form they showed against Moragas Mulla last week.
Certainly they will be, but Moragas Mulla, I think they are just one team who are playing completely with locals, no foreigners, and are quite weak. So I think taking them as a benchmark will not be the best to compare ourselves. However, this will be a good game that will no doubt prove challenging for Supersan.
Definitely. And saying that, Romario, Supersan went down against Police, Sri Lanka Police in week number 1, where Police also doesn't have any foreign players up their ranks.
Still, but I heard a bit of news that they have got a few foreigners down. Let's see when they line up. Think it will be Police against Moragas Mulla tomorrow. Here's a through pass coming in, but the goalkeeper up to the task was Nilujan, as he rushed out and commands his box. So side to side affair early on in this game. Both teams trying to impose themselves on their opponents. Solid trying to play the through pass, but the Super Sun player gets in the way, and in identical fashion so does for Solid. But now here's an opportunity to take a shot. Does not really have, as Kennedy dance in his way, trying to find some space to get that cross in. Yes, he does get it this time around. The keeper comes out, but his defenders come to his rescue. Bit of ping pong there in the box, but Jabesh shot two is blocked. It's also good to see the fans coming in, and a vital touch there by Michael for Super Sun. Just managed to get it out of the reach of Solid's big number 9 Henry.
John Raj has been making all the problems for Super Sun's defense with his dancing feet, and Janapuram, the skipper, was instrumental in that previous build up for Solid. Here's John Raj yet again with the cross, and John Raj goes down, but the referee says nothing doing, and here's Super Sun launching an attack. Raish Ahmed gives it to Priyankara. Asita Priyankara might have to do much better on that wing in order to cut this defense in half. Priyankara with a new hairstyle and a new hair color coming into this week.
All the Champions League players rocking their new styles as Daniel gets in the way, hoisted towards Henry, but nothing really on for the team. Pass coming in as looks for a cross towards Kennedy, gets his head to it, and now for the shot, but skews it completely, and it goes for a throw in.
That was a good run made by Adelekun Adielu in that number 11 jersey, but a decent cross also, but couldn't find his target, Henry, in the middle. But nevertheless, good signs for Solid in these opening exchanges. They have been on top against Super Sun here at Racecourse. Here's the Raish Ahmed finding his options. Abu Mere with a heavy touch, taking it away from him. Still Abu Mere keeps it alive. Here's Priyankara with an opportunity, finding numbers. Here's Bonsu, and skies it. Opportunity gone begging for Super Sun. Kamara Jr. this time hits it over the crossbar.
The ball just didn't seem to arrive at the feet of Priyankara, and once it did, he took a bit too long, which cost him the opportunity of taking the shot on goal. But promising signs for Super Sun, as they seem to be finding their footing and getting into this game as it goes along.
Definitely positive signs for Super Sun going forward. The first dangerous attacking play from them this afternoon. Rangamendis with the throw-in. Beautiful through ball. Here's Henry. Numbers arriving into the box. Deflection makes it a corner in favor of Solid. Menash Prince, it was with the shot with the man bun on his head. Menash Prince has been quiet so far, but has made some critical interventions in the midfield for Solid in this opening 14 minutes. Here's John Raj with a tantalizing delivery. Menash. And, here's Supersan launching an attack. Shifting defense into attack. John Raj, what a player he is.
Does really well. That is Kennedy John Raj tracking back and nipping that attack in the bud. Not letting it progress into anything. Trying to turn there, but well defended. Both teams are surely up for this game, Atif.
Definitely evenly poised outfits, and they have shown that so far. Here's Ranga Mendes for Supersan. Good off ball pressing from Solid. Wins it. Menash Prince finds Adiolo. Henry with a good touch, and Supersan defenders. Shamal Ahmad, I believe, did pretty well to avoid the attack.
Indeed, he had to intercept that pass, and that's exactly what he did, because if he had not done so, I think John Raj would have been on his bike in the box, but no pass in the great defensive work there.
Definitely John Raj was all alone and wasn't even marked by any of the defenders, and so far John Raj has been the pick of the players out of these 22 players on field. Here's Hasita Priyankara. John Raj doing his defensive duties and wins the ball. The Supersan coach, the experienced Pakir Ali, marshalling his troops in this all new Champions League football campaign. Adilu wins it for Solid, and Menash Prince goes down as a free kick is awarded to Solid SC.
Prince takes the free kick shot. The ball seemingly trying to bounce over the head of Nilujan, but he does well to get the ball under control. Supersan just unable to get a hold of that long clearance, as coach Pakir Ali looks on for Supersan, observant, absorbing everything that is going on. Prince now from deep collects it, gives it to Henry, trying to do that 1-2 with Jabesh, but just unable to find proper contact. Throw in for Supersan.
Ball still in play, and Super Sun centre half Michael Oborok Pororo. Super Sun playing from the back. They've opted to go for a 3-4-3 formation in the attack, but while off the ball, they have been playing 4-4-2, I believe, and yet again Super Sun failing to hold on to the ball. Here's the Prince driving it forward. Proper number 8 play from Menash Prince. Yanapuram. Beautiful pass, but a bit too much to find Henry. Chibueze making the run, but good intentions nevertheless from Solidesi, executing their plans well so far. Here's John Raj. Nice bit of play. Henry back to John Raj. John Raj will try to drive it, but chooses to cross in. Good hand from Inamul Hassan coming out of his blocks. Very important clearance from Hassan. Rangamendi shielding the ball and doing it successfully. Here's that cross from John Raj, and brilliant piece of goalkeeping from Hassan, Inamul Hassan, that is for Super Sun. Super Sun coming forward. Here's Kamara Jr. scanning for his options, and Mohammad Riflan killing the attack for Super Sun. Corner taken quickly. John Raj. Cutting down the angle, the Super Sun wing backs. Here's John Raj trying to go with that through ball, but finding the goalkeeper with his John Raj here.
Sometimes trying a bit too hard to penetrate the defense is Kennedy, but we all know what sort of sparkling footwork he has.
Going long, and this time that bit too much for Mohammad Riflan. Riflan yet to bring out his dancing shoes to the floor on that right hand side for Super Sun. Prince. Technique shown from Menash Prince. Lacing it, and Inamul Hassan taking a hit in the process.
Just making sure that everyone gets a bit of a breather there, Hassan. I think he has been the keeper who has been called into action more often than not in this first 23 minutes of the game. But Solid are putting in a solid first 25 minutes or so. And it will be interesting to see, after having started getting off out of the blocks so fast, whether they can keep the momentum throughout the 90 minutes. I think that's where it will be important also for Super Sun to just see them through. And here's an opportunity, but just a bit too much on that again. That's where I think Super Sun needs to hold them out when they are pressing, and then maybe hit them on a counter or catch them off guard, because once you do that, I think it'll be really tough. But here's Henry trying to get onto the end of that ball from Kennedy. but just unable to do so.
Rightly said there, Romario. The question is, can Solid keep up with the pace that they are playing right now? And the fitness of them will come into consideration in the latter part of this game. Still only 25 minutes played in this afternoon encounter in the under the scorching sun here in Colombo. Nothing to take away from Solid's performance so far. They have been absolutely brilliant going forward. Especially this man with the ball, Kennedy John Raj. Here's John Raj with the shot. And it's a shot on target, but easy work from Inamul Hassan.
They are finding the opportunity to get the shot away, but just unable to add the finishing touches to it. Priyankar dancing and Samma manages to get the ball under control. Again, Ahmad, his touches just a bit too heavy and just letting his team down. But Super Sun will be hoping for plenty more from them as Prince displays immense strength. Not the first time he has done so, but he has been massive and a handball coming in. This time around by the skipper. Kwabena Bonsu for Solid, for Super Sun rather, beg your pardon. Prince directing bodies into the box, but plays it short. Cross coming in by Ahmad, but well defended by the Super Sun number 7, Raish Ahmad.
So many Ahmads on the field right now playing this game, and as we speak,
4 in fact, 3 for Super Sun and 1 for Solid.
And there's one Ahmad in the com box as well. And here's a Solid SC. Not the best pace of counter-attacking play from Super Sun. Here's a Solid, and Jabesh goes down, and that will be a free kick from Solid SC in a commanding position.
Shamal Ahmad on that occasion was just beaten by Jabesh and stuck his foot out. A hopeful tackle as he was brought down. Priyankara has been tasked with marking Prince, and we can see straight away what sort of a battle that will be. Players from the wall trying to leave. John Raj lining things up. Will look to curl it around, but just a bit too much on it as it trickles out from near the goal post, near the corner flag for a goal kick. And yes, the referee is indicating for a water break. An extremely hot and humid evening here at the racecourse grounds just after Christmas, but the weather which made us feel like Christmas has passed us in a jiff.
Definitely, it's scorching out here and a real test for all these players. All these players are playing football after a while. So a good test of their fitness levels and their conditioning for sure. And we are back after the water break. A much needed cool off for all these players under the scorching sun here in Colombo. Inamul Hassan will get us underway with a goal kick. Here's a Prince. So far has been controlling the midfield quite easily for Solid Desi. Here's Super Sun after a gift from Solid. Abu Mere with a shirt pull. Doesn't look good on Robinson Reynolds. That is Daniel Arubishan, beg your pardon.
But it's great to see that the skipper from Super Sun, Bonsu, he is trying to get under the skin of Prince. The two having a game within the game between themselves, as Daniel straight away up and running. I think this is what all the teams expect from their foreign players, to have that input both in attack and defense. And for an example, the way Prince is playing, it's been really great for the team, not only in picking those passes but in defense as well, coming back and making a few crucial tackles.
Definitely he has made the difference, especially carrying the ball forward and keeping the hold of the ball. Menace Prince has been a menace for Super Sun here. Solid SC fielding 4 foreign players in the 11. All 4 of them has been on point so far in this opening 30 minutes. Junior gives it away very cheaply. Junior, not the best of touches. Will have to step up his game. Kamara Junior alongside with his skipper Kwebena Bongsu. Both of them will be playing a key part in that midfield for Super Sun and controlling the game. Priyankara tries to win the ball. Here's John Raj. Confidence bit of play from Inamul Hassan. Junior spreads the play. Ahmed. Here's Aburak Paroro. Prince. And Prince goes down while getting a free kick. Prince has been very good with winning those free kicks in crucial positions for Solid. And slight exchange of words between the players. Always good to see a verbal game out in the middle. A bit unnecessary from Ismail Abumere on that occasion, making Prince go down. Not the best of free kicks taken, but Solid SC keeps hold of the ball. Here's Henry. The game has slowed down a bit since that water break. Solid SC not keeping up to their pace that they showed before the water break. And as Romario mentioned before, keeping up the momentum will be key for Solid SC, and it will test their fitness levels. And poor piece of football from Supersan here.
Both teams just trying to cool things down, as we have about 10 minutes plus a bit of change in this first half. Supersan trying to make something out of this, but he has an opportunity now. Solid with a man inside, but just unable to find that cross. Tried to find John Raj there, but was picked by the defender. There was a 3-on-2 opportunity which went astray. Winning the free kick for Solid. Prince over the dead ball. What can he do? Plays it short as two challengers come in, and Supersan are awarded the throw-in. He's not happy with something there, Ranga Mendis. But the game has fizzed out. Now I think both teams are just trying to hold their fort as half-time is on the horizon. Trying to go in without conceding, go in unscathed. Trying to pick a pass. Now here's Prince, but again John Raj is not too happy with something, but Prince trying his luck. But to no avail.
Shot with hope from Prince on that occasion. Did show he can shoot from range just minutes ago. And here's Supersan. Abumere with the cross in. Priyankara and Raish Ahmad going down before having a contact with the ball. Here's that run from Ismail Abumere. Brilliant run. And Good, equally good cross. Just a fist pass. Priyankar with his jump, and Raish Ahmed was not up to the task whatsoever. Going down very early, and
I think he did have a bit of more time than he expected. Could have maybe taken a touch and then gone for it, but tried to go on the first time. Raish Ahmed will not be too happy with that, but I'm sure that will spur the team on. As John Raj tries to pick out a pass.
Definitely Raish Ahmed is a much better player than that from what we have seen in these 40 minutes or so. Good use of his body, Ranga Mendis. Bonzo, the skipper. Riflan makes the run, and good strong piece of defensive work from the solid wing back.
Trying to pick out Henry there was John Raj, but just been bodied off. It was the centre forward of Solid, as the Super Sun fans are growing in expectation, and John Raj does his equal share in defense as well.
Adolu keeps the ball in play. Here's John Raj. Henry. Good link up play by these three. Back to Adolu. Henry. Beautiful hold up play from Henry here. Good football from Solid SC, and here's Prince. Here's Menash Prince. And Adiolu with the overlap. Here's Adiolu. Crosses it in. And Jnanarupam over the crossbar.
They do really well there, Prince and Adioloko. But they do really well, in fact, to get the cross in. But Jnanarupan just unable to get that shot on target. I think if he had maybe made the goalkeeper work, there would have been an opportunity. But here's Camara running down the wing, but just stripping off his feet is the number 17, Kamara rather. Did all the hard work, but just unable to get that ball into the penalty area.
Shamal Ahmed. Still Super Sun with the hold of the ball. Junior. And it's a shirt pull, but Junior still keeps the hold of the ball. Here's Mohammad Riflan, and Riflan has been caught offside. Well set trap from the Solid SC defense line, making sure they maintain a high line of defense, and good awareness there from Daniel Arubison, leading the charge from the front in that defensive line. Alik Ahmed. Priyankara with a beautiful through ball. Abu Mere and Daniel Arbison yet again gives it to Raish Ahmed. And Arbison does well to recover, but still Supersan with possession. Just 2 minutes of added time. Brilliant cross in. Priyankara. Not good presence of mind from the Supersan attackers. That was Hasita Priyankara and Ismail Abumere inside the box for Supersan. Good bit of work from Kamara Jr. doing all the hard work, and Abumere catching himself in an offside position. It has been clearly solid SC with the upper hand in this first half, but Supersan has made sure that Solid have not broken the deadlock yet. It will be an exciting second half up for grabs for us.
Indeed, I think if you are a neutral fan, you'll be hoping that this game has plenty more to give. As Camara, in fact, yeah, indeed it is Camara Junior getting a bit of attention. I think we will go a bit over as well, because he did get injured. Prince trying to find Kennedy, but isn't able to get to the end of it. Was the winger. Long throw coming in, sailing over the head, and the shot is taken. A good save there by Hassan. As we come to the end of the first half, nothing to separate the two teams. The deadlock is as it is, and we go in to half time the way we started. Both teams yet to open their account, but I think Solid, they did have majority of the opportunities in that first
Yayda jalilade Rase Champions League Ek hada gas mein Hanguman kick mein Java innaramenne Phagi dulanne bhidi dasate goal ek gannai sit sarasenne samarok venne sabdeta denne We are one game, one heart. One game, one heart. Champions League, this is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the The lights are shining, the crowd will roll. This is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally one game, one heart. Champions League, this is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Pride and pain, for every child who dreams again. No borders here, no fear, no end. Just one dream that we defend. മരങ്ങൾ കിക്കാകുമേ, കഴുത്തിലാരതിയായി മിന്നുമുണ്ടാമേ. Champions League വരവേ, ഉണർവതൊക്കെ തരുമേ. Cheer ekay kemak denne, kollo settakuma ek venne. Kick ek denne Champions League mein aramenne One game, one heart Champions League satanai aramenne Bibi denne jaya ganne ek seenata apiyanne One game, one heart Champions League where dreams take part Raise your flags, feel the art Football, one game, one heart Hey, oh, one game, one heart. Champions League, forever we play. The spirit of football leads away.
in the first half, and we are underway in the second half in this afternoon game in this Super Saturday. Still nothing to separate these two sides. Here's Solidarity resuming from where they left off in the first half. Good positive signs and a positive start for Solidarity to begin the second half.
Certainly, they have come out all guns blazing. Henry straight away giving that opening pass and then running towards the defense. Prince uncharacteristically gives the ball away. But there is a Super Sun player who has gone down. I think that is Raish Ahmed.
Raish Ahmed throughout this 46 minutes or so had he has taken quite a few blows into his body, and in the meantime he has not put up the performance one would expect the Raish Ahmed, a caliber of Raish Ahmed, a player of his caliber would put in that first half. Now, wasn't up to his mark, Raish Ahmed, whatsoever, but lot will be expected from that dynamic winger, Raish Ahmed, in this 45 minutes to come. And here's Solid SC. John Raj with the cross in. Henry was excited for a moment, but it was overcooked from Halik Ahmed, I believe, in that left hand, left flank rather.
Camera not having the greatest of games, but now it will be Robinson Reynolds to take this long throw in. Takes a massive run up. Dangerous there by Shamal Ahmed, but somehow managed to get onto that second ball. Now Raish running down the right. Support with him on the inside. Tries to pick out a pass, but unfortunately his pocket is picked. John Raj doesn't go the way he would have liked it to. Super Sun still with possession. Running at the defense was Michael as he got the pass away. Play changes hands and the ball comes back to John Raj. Looks for that diagonal pass, but that too is displaced.
And since that half-time break, John Raj has switched positions. He has moved to the left-hand side. This time, John Raj. Here's Prince. Loses the ball. But Hasita Priyankara with the high press. Almost won the ball for Super Sun. And it will be a throw in for Super Sun, and they might look to go long with this throw in. Ranga Mendis. Beautiful ball by Azam Muhammad, and Abu Mere has been caught offside. Solid SC launching a quick counter. Beautiful from Super Sun, but that was a bit harsh from Super Sun's perspective. A very tight call for offside, and nevertheless, here's a super solid tantalizing delivery into the box. Inamul Hassan yet again tested He has been tested quite a few times in this 50 minutes of play. Michael. Here's Riflan. Riflan gives it to Kamara. Kamara with the dancing feet and wins a free kick. Good bit of work from Kamara Jr. Forcing Daniel Arbishan to make that tackle, and beautiful bit of play from Kamara Jr.
Running at the defense there, Kamara, but was brought down by Daniel. Free kick in a dangerous position for Super Sun. What can they come up with? As Raish Ahmed lines up. Plenty of tall timber in the box to be found.
Ahmed, a very poor free kick by Raish Ahmed. Didn't have the curve, didn't have any precision whatsoever with that free kick. His poor game continues, Raish Ahmed. Not what Pakir Ali is expecting from his dynamic winger. Here's Kamara Jr. Arbeshan will have to be very careful with his tackling, and when he makes those challenges. Now it's not the first time in this half. Arbishan making those kind of challenges. And,
crunching challenge there by Daniel.
This time a better delivery from Super Sun, but still nothing doing to separate these two sides. Nilujan. Here's Bingso, the skipper. Holds on to the ball somehow. Michael. Supersan will have to make a string of passes to open up the defenses of Solid SC. Here's Mohammad Riflan. Raish Ahmed rather. Here's Ahmed. Finds Kamara outside of his boot and shoots. That's Abu Mere, Ismail Abu Mere. With his left foot. Good passage of play for Super Sun here. And it was through Raish Ahmed. When he plays well, Super Sun plays well. And Abu Mere will be kicking himself, not getting the perfect connection. He had plenty of time to take that shot and decided to go with his left foot, but Nilujan did no mistake, pouching that ball coming towards him.
Great press there by Henry. Just trying to do it on his own. No teammates to support his press. But now, not too sure whether it's the fortunes of the side. But now Super Sun attacking from right to left are the team who seems to be creating more opportunities.
And as you mentioned in the first half, Romario, that momentum Solid SC gathered, and the pace that they played in the first half has been cut down by Supersan, and they have been rather slow compared to what we saw in the first half.
Certainly have been quite slow, but I think Solid too have not got off the blocks quickest, as Adila Kun is the man on the floor. His foot seemed to get trodden on by Bonsu, the skipper of Supersan, but the referee thought that it was all right, but we did see him in quite a bit of strife on the floor, but Supersan now giving the ball away. An opportunity for Solid to mount an attack.
John Raj goes down, and as you mentioned, Bonsu was very fortunate with that challenge made against Adiolu. Adiolu did go down with some amount of pain, and here's Ismail Abumere with the cross in, and that cross almost went through Nilujan. Nilujan creates a sigh of relief. That was a good move from Supersad. Ismail Abumere trying to force the error. Finally, Supersad have found their mojo after 50 minutes or 55 minutes or so in this game. That halftime talk of Pakir Ali has worked wonders so far for Supersan, but yet to find the back of the net either of these sides. And as we speak, there'll be a substitution for Solid. Tayaparan will be replacing Adelakun Adelu. Adelu was in a bit of discomfort after that challenge made by Kamara Binsu, Kwebena Binsu rather. And
substitution for Solid.
Sivanesan, the Solid head coach, has decided to substitute him and bring on fresh legs into the park.
Replaced by jersey number 99, Tayabaran Kamsian.
No relative to Jason Tayabaran, but Coach Sivanesan will be hoping for a bit of energy to be injected by Tayaparan, as they seem to have petered out, have Solid, but let's see what Tayaparan can bring into the game.
Indeed, if he could bring something like Jason Tayaparan, the energy into the field, it will come for Solid SC is good for sure. Just half an hour, just more than half an hour to go in this game as Tayaparan makes his entrance into the park. Here's Muhammad Riflat. Collision of heads, but both the players are upright and the play continues. Jnana Rupan. Here's Prince with a beautiful touch and good control of ball. Prince, good midfielders play, and here's John Raj down the wing for Solid. Beautiful cross in and timely intervention. Here's the substitute Tayaparan Tanusian in action for the first time for Solid. First touch of the ball was a shot on target for Tayaparan. Positive signs from the substitute. And head coach Sivanesan will be mighty pleased with his substitute. Here's John Raj. A clear tackle. John Raj has been the pick of the players out of this lot. There's Abu Mere. No support whatsoever. And Kamara. Michael gives it to Ranga Mendes. Mendes keeps hold on to it. Prince. His spread of play has been brilliant and the range of passing has been exceptional for Solid SC. Menash Prince for you folks. And Solid SC, to put a tick on that wins column, will have to play exceptionally good football in this upcoming 30 minutes.
I think, Atif, both teams have not come out of the blocks the way they would have hoped or liked. Neither team getting any clear-cut chances in this first 15 minutes that has gone by. But that doesn't really matter, because if they can end the game on a high, I think that's what will make the difference.
Definitely.
But Super Sun have just managed to maybe get an edge on the opponent, but again unable to just add the finishing touches. Now here's an opportunity for a shot coming in, but what a save there by the goalkeeper. Nilujan, that is, rushing out of the box and command in his area. Not afraid to put his head into the dangerous areas, and it all pays dividends.
Good pace of goalkeeping from Nilujan, keeping Mendes away from his goal. Here's John Raj. John Raj and Prince combining together with couple of 1-2s. And here's Super Sun winning the ball. The referee has taken nothing in favor of Solid. Here's Prince, Menash Prince. And an opportunity, clear-cut opportunity, and John Raj. Who else it is? Is John Raj breaks the deadlock for Solid SC. A well-deserved goal for John Raj Romario.
Indeed, well-deserved. And Prince doing all the hard work. And John Raj, dividends pays for all his tough work. He worked hard and got into the right place. And as they say, the ball falls at the player who is in the right place at the right time. Here you see all the hard work was done, and Kennedy John Raj, well, he just had to pick his spot, and that's exactly what he did. Defenders getting in their way, friendly fire, but Solid SC has opened the scorers.
Super Sun will have a steep mountain to climb, and they'll have to do something. Javelin did last night. Javelin held their nerves until the last minute, and Harshana Sumudu did break all those Crystal Palace fans' hearts in that last minute. There's your goal scorer, Kennedy John Raj. He has been the live wire for Solid SC down that wing, and he has been brilliant. Well deserved a goal for Kennedy John Raj here against Super Sun. Nothing to take away from Menash Prince. Pressing it high and winning the ball for John Raj. And John Raj was in the right place at the right time and did no mistake whatsoever, putting the ball in the back of the net. Bingsu. Poor ball control from Raisha Ahmed. Won't be surprised if Raisha Ahmed is taken off by Pakir Ali. Not having the best of games, Raisha Ahmed for Supersan. As we speak, Supersan are set for a couple of substitutions this time. Shivanka Balagamage will be coming into the park, and Harsha Mandeep will also joining Shivanka. Harsha Mandeep coming on to replace Mohammad Riflan. Riflan did have a quiet game on that right wing for Supersan.
Substitution for Supersan.
And
Jersey number
Shivanka
19, Kobena
Balagamage
Bonzo is replaced by
has
jersey number 16,
replaced the
Balagamage
skipper
Shivanka.
Kobena Bonsu.
Jersey number 25, Mohammad Riflan is replaced
A bold
by
decision
jersey number 2,
from
Harsha Mandira.
Pakir Ali to take off his skipper. Yes, Supersan through Kamara Jr.
Kamara Jr. on that occasion trying to do everything on his own and losing out. But Daniel clearing his lines. Coach Pakir Ali getting a bit more vocal from his technical area.
John Raj spreading the play, and beautiful work from John Raj. Referee says carry on with the play. Here's Supersan, Raisha Ahmed. If someone was the head coach of Supersan, he'll be a pretty disappointed man from what he has seen so far from his players.
Certainly they did start off this second half on the front foot, but one defensive lapse saw them conceding the opening goal. But the only thing is that the difference is just a single goal, and they will be able to catch up. But it won't be an easy task, as Solid have been playing great football.
Definitely, Solid has been playing very good football, continuing their good game, and a very interesting substitution coming up for Solid SC. Tayaparan, who was a substitute before, has been taken off, and Alexan will be replacing him. Very interesting from head coach Sabanath Sivanesan, replacing one of his substitutes. And here's Solid. Shamal Ahmed Not good communication on that occasion. Michael. Shivanka, the substitute. Quite build up from Super Sun here. Daniel. Solid with possession. Here's Prince. Kamara Jr. letting out his frustration come into play. Not the best piece of work from Kamara Jr. There's still 17 minutes plus added time to be played. The Super Sun to equalize things, they'll have to make sure they play the best football they have played today. And Solid SC has been rock solid in the back so far. Daniel Arbison, Halik Ahmed and Robinson Reynolds has been rock solid in the back for the men in orange. The substitute Alexson is trying to do something down that wing and wins a corner. Not the designated set piece taker, but nevertheless here's Alexson with the corner, whips it in, and Super Sun concedes another corner. Not the best piece of defensive work, not clearing their lines, and Solid SC have decided to continue with the designated set piece taker, John Raj. What a game he has had, Kennedy John Raj, with a good ball into the box, and here's Super Sun trying to break out with a counter attack.
Solid. It's good to see that they are not sitting on their laurels and sitting on that one goal advantage. They are pressing Super Sun and putting them under pressure, but just a displaced pass there sees them lose possession.
Shivanka. Here's Super Sun. Raish Ahmed trying to whip it inside into the box, but straight into his man Kamara. Good feet from Kamara. Here's a cross, and Daniel Arbison yet again to the rescue. Kamara, and shot on target. Nilujan yet again. A good passage of play for Super Sun. A good rush of blood here.
Indeed, they have taken the momentum and trying to make something out of it quickly, trying to catch their opponents napping.
Decent delivery into the box. And this time Solid SC makes no mistake defending the ball. As we speak, one of Solid SC players has gone down with a slight discomfort, and medical attention will be needed by the looks of it, and the referee has called out the physio. Here's that previous corner. a bit more elevation on that would have caused many problems for Nilujan and the Solid SC defense. The player down is K. Satursan. Player who might go under the radar but has been very good for Solid SC.
I think Raish Ahmed has unfortunately not clicked this evening, and him being off colour has not helped the cause of Supersan. Prince and John Raj, Robinson Reynolds all have turned up for Solid. As a change has been prepared, Uday Kumar will be replacing Satusan. Pocket picked. Here goes Solid. Henry making an attack run into the box.
K. Satursan is replaced
Trying
by
to get in the
number
cross,
14,
but just beating
Hasiman.
himself into touch is Jnanarupan, the skipper for Solid SC. Did all the right things, but just unable to get that cross in. Here's Raish Ahmed trying to run at the defender. Beats his man, gets the cross in. Camera trying to swivel and get the shot away, but unable to do so. Prince again, a great intervention there, but Ahmed keeping it alive for Camera, and he wins the corner. So the game is far from over. We have 10 minutes or so for Supersan to get that equalizer. A long delivery there. Camera going for that.
That was nasty, and that was Ismail Abumere with the acrobatics. Uday Kumar Satipan, the substitute, was on the receiving end. I think that was right on his throat. Ismail Abumere did try to do something acrobatic and pluck it out of the air, and these kind of discussions aren't the most promising, and will we see a card? And it's pretty fair from Ismail Abumere's point of view, from his perspective, because he wasn't trying to deny anything, and Satipan was on his way. So Ismail Abumere
Rajapaksha coming in for Priyankara
Substitution for
as Supersan
number 12, Hasina Priyankara
are
is
still
replaced by
trying to
number
find
22,
that
Niranjiva
elusive equalizer. Ball not kept in play there by the solid players. As Supersun, they have about 8 minutes plus a bit of change left to find that equalizer. Foul comes in this time around. It's Alik Ahmed. The fresh legs of Niranjan Rajapaksha able to get the better out of Halik, and now a free kick.
Here's Raish Ahmed under the dead ball. A very enterprising place to have a free kick. Here's Raish Ahmed with a high and hanging delivery. Delusion had to make the save. Again, Supersun not having the best of the set pieces. Just under 7 minutes to go here at the race course. Supersun yet to make a mark in this game.
Supersun trying extremely difficultly, hardly rather. Ranga Mendis trying to smash that clearance, but again they find themselves back inside their own box. Do Supersun Sports Club. Before the weekend kicked off, Supersun were third in their group while Solid were sixth in their group. So this win will no doubt have a great implication on their positions at the end of this week. Rather this result rather than win.
Definitely going forward in this competition with the Super 8s coming up, it will be very important to tick off those wins earlier in this campaign. And here's Supersun, still with 83 minutes gone by, still they are failing to hold on to possession here.
I think they have been quite unlucky as well, have Supersun. Here goes John Raj with a shot which was always rising, and it sails over the crossbar. Not too much trouble for either team, but Raish Ahmed.
And that being said, if one of your viewers are wondering how this new Champions League format is going to turn up, the top 4 teams in each of these groups will advance for the Super 8s. Then it will be a whole new round of football. Then the most points, the team who wins the most number of points in the Super 8 rounds will be crowned as champions in this Champions League 2025-26. And as we speak, here's a Henry.
Just unable to get that touch under control. Henry and John Raj have been 2 players who have impressed alongside Prince.
Definitely the standouts for Solid SC in this encounter. The link up of those 3 has been impeccable, and there's Rajapaksha Kamara Jr. rather rolling his ankle over the ball. Beautiful 1-2 play. Here's an opportunity. Rajapaksa scuffing it.
Tame effort there by Rajapaksa. He did have his big number 8 Michael charging in. Could have had the opportunity to play him in, but instead Rajapaksa decided to take the shot on goal, and it was far away from target. As Azam Ahmad is not too happy with Prince going down. Time running out on Supersan.
And 40 seconds to go in regulation time here. Michael doing the cleaning up. Michael. Super Sun here launching a very important counter attack here. Here's Abu Mere. Gives it to Raisha Ahmad. An important, very much important intervention there from Daniel Arubishan. Super Sun yet again. Shivanka. Michael. Super Sun. Kamaru Jr. And Rajapaksa with the turn. No nonsense defending from Solid. Henry almost gaining the benefits from that high press on the goalkeeper Inamul Hassan. Prince trying to take that free kick a bit quick, but by the looks of it, there'll be 5 minutes of added time, and here's the confirmation. There'll be 5 minutes of added time to go in this game.
There will be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time.
Plenty of time by the context of the game. The game has gone pretty slowly here at the race course. Solid finding that deadlock breaking goal through Kennedy John Raj. And by the looks of it, it will be enough for Solid to mark their first win in the campaign. And quite the commanding win rather from Super Sun. A very commanding performance throughout this 90 minutes. Here's Raisha Ahmad. All the hard work done by Ismail Abumere and Rajapaksa goes in vain. Ahmad is having a howler here.
Super Sun trying their level best to find that equalizer, but Solid are holding solid in defense, and they have to hold out about another 3 more minutes or so. They've done majority of the hard work, but the game is not done and dusted. Last evening as well we saw Javelin getting an equalizer in the virtually the last kick of the game. Here's John Raj running down the right flank.
What a game he has had, Kennedy John Raj. And he has an opportunity for Solid to put the game into bed. Scuffs it over the skipper, Jnanarupan. Lapse of concentration there by Inamul Hassan.
But I think that was the opportunity for Solid to put the game to bed. He did have a man on the top as well, if he could have picked out a pass. But just thought he will go for it on his own, and unfortunately did not come out with the result he would have been hoping for.
Definitely, and just under 2 minutes here remaining at the race course. Super Sun. It'll take something magical here for Super Sun to get something out of this game. Credit goes to all these solid players. They have been pretty solid throughout this game, especially that number 7 jersey, Kennedy John Raj, alongside with Mensa Prince. Both of them has been brilliant for Solid SC, and this will well and surely build their confidence going forward in this tournament. They started this campaign not that well, with a loss and a draw behind their name, and turning up to this game and putting on a performance in this manner. It's a statement performance from Solid. Here's Super Sun with one final chance. Rajapaksa. Neatly done by the Solid defense. And Prince. And Inamul Hassan. Mensa Prince almost caught Inamul Hassan off guard. He was way out of his lines, and Mensa Prince thought, why not go for it? And this will most probably be the last play of this game. John Raj with the corner for Solid. Beautifully whipped in cross, and Henry gets contact, and that's it. Solid SC marks their first win of the campaign, beating Super Sun 1-0. A brilliant performance from the Solid SC outfit. Sabanatha Sivanesan will be a relieved man out in the dugout. A well-deserved victory for Solid SC. And Super Sun will have themselves to blame here at the race course. John Raj, Kennedy John Raj, alongside with Mensa Prince, and the number 9 Henry Chibueze was outstanding for Solid, lead in their lines in attack, and Daniel Arbison was brilliant in defense for Solid.
Indeed, I think Solid will be happy with their performance, but quite a few things to work on. A second half goal from Kennedy John Raj means that the game comes to an end with Solid SC getting the better out of Super Sun, 1-0 as the two teams congratulate each other following a hard-fought encounter. On the sunny evening at Racecourse, well, the second half started off well for Super Sun. They got a couple of opportunities, but they were unable to bury any of them. And then towards the latter part of the second half, this was the opportunity where John Raj made no mistake from right in front, sent the goalkeeper the other side, gave him the eyes and scored the only goal, and celebrated with his whole team. But Super Sun, they had their fair share of chances rather, but were unable to find the back of the net. Fell short against St. Mary's 2-0. Javelin managed to rescue a point at the end against Crystal Palace. With a solid but difficult win over Super Sun. We have three games left, one later today, which will Menash Prince, Navod, back to you.
I have here with me the player of the match for today. Solid is jersey number 29, Mensa Prince. Mensa, first of all, congratulations. What are your thoughts on today's game and your performance?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, we thank God for this win. I give congrats to all my players.